In this video, we are going to see an amazing technique using the conditional formatting to format all of these headings in a certain way. So let's say that we have these two headings at each completion of the customer details. So we want to format it in a particular way so that it can look better. Let's say that we want to make the format like this. Let's make it dark blue. Let's make the text white and let's apply any kind of borders. And for the second row, we want it to be light gray, or let's say this light gray color, and let's apply the border here as well. So immediately you will notice that it looks much better now. But what if we want to do it for all the customers? If we use the format painter, it saves time. We just select the pattern by selecting the rows, go to the home tab, just double click here so that it doesn't needs to be selected every single time. We can just paste it wherever we want for how many times. But still, since we have more than 100 customers, it might take us some time. So what is the solution? The solution is conditional formatting. And that's very simple to apply. First of all, we will create two ranges where we want to format the headings. Let's select it from the very first cell where our criteria is. Just notice a unique criteria, which is in every first heading. First line heading always has account at the starting. So we will take this as criteria, which is common for all. In the first heading, there is account. So let's start from this first heading and select the data up till this point, right above the outstanding field, and just start selecting downwards. Control Shift down. The way to make it faster is just leave the control key and keep holding shift and then paste down. Press paste down, paste down, paste down until we get to the bottom. Go a little up and this is where our data ends. Let's name this as heading 1 underscore range. Hit enter. Now let's scroll up and we will create a second range, but that should start with the unique value of what we have in heading 2. So heading 2 always have these common fields that is available in all of the headings. So let's take number as the reference. So make sure to select the range from the second row or from the second heading. Don't include the first one here. It should always start from the second row for the first reference. Start selecting from here. Select it until this point, and to move faster up till the bottom, hold the shift key and press paste down until we go to the end. Now when we are at the end, we should end our data here at exact same place. Let's name this as heading 2 underscore range. Hit enter, and every time just make sure that we have the right ranges selected by just clicking on the drop down and make sure it is saved. Let's scroll up again. And now it's very simple. We just go to the home tab, conditional formatting, and we have to define a new rule where we will determine which cells to format. Use a formula to determine which cells to format. So now to format the first heading, we will take this reference and we just say that this cell should be equal to what? Should be equal to account. A/C colon and inverted commas close. In this cell, the reference should be what? Account. It looks weird, but what is the logic behind this? We have taken the first reference in the data and said that this should be equals to account. Just check if it's true or not. For this cell, it is true, but what if we want to check it for every single row? That's where we need to free the row. We don't need to fix this. So just remove the $sign right behind the row and we are good to go. Just that's it. But we have missed an important point here, and that is that we haven't selected the data in the background. So if the data is not selected, it won't be able to apply the formats in all of the data. So let's click cancel. Not a problem. We can simply select it by selecting heading 1 range, and now that is selected. Let's go back to the home tab. Conditional formatting, apply the new rule. Use a formula to determine which cells to format. We want to select this one. Free the row from here, and it should be equals to A/C colon sign. Make sure it is exactly the same as written here. otherwise it won't be able to apply the formatting. So once that is selected, we want to just decide that whenever it sees it rows wise, if any of the cell contains this heading, just format the complete range what we have selected in the background up till this point. So how do we want to format this? Let's define the formatting. Just go in the formatting, click on fill. Let's say we want it to be filled with blue. Font should be bold and white, and the borders should be applied on the top and at the bottom. Click OK. And this is how the format looks. Let's see the magic of it. Click OK. And we can see that how it has easily formatted all the headings just in a single click by defining a simple condition with conditional formatting. Let's do it for the second heading, but make sure we scroll up to the first point in the data, and we can easily select the data because we have already defined it as a named range. So on our left, we have this drop down heading to range, and make sure it's always selected to the second range reference or second heading reference. It shouldn't start from the first one. Go to the home tab, conditional formatting, and define a new rule again. Use a formula to determine which cells to format, and in here we will define that this cell on the A column should be equals to what? Should be equals to no or number. So that is our condition. That is our simple condition, that wherever in column A it finds no or number, it should be formatted in a certain way. So if the criteria is true, it will automatically format it. It only works on true and false conditions. But do we have to check it for a single row? No, we have to scroll it down so that the condition formatting automatically checks it for every single row. That means we need to free the row. Let's remove the $sign from here and let's start formatting it. We want it to be formatted in the light gray color. We want to apply the top and down borders, and we want to set a bold font. Click OK. All good. Click OK again. And we should be able to see all of the second headings are formatted as well. So that's how you can easily format your complete sheet just in a few clicks if you know the right application technique of conditional formatting. Just try this by yourself, and I will see you in the next one.